right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. So today, guys, we'll be doing my Europa League and Conference League reaction to the knockaround playoffs. And knockaround playoffs have just concluded. We'll also look ahead to the round of 16. And then I actually forgot to do this yesterday. We'll actually look back yesterday how many predictions I got right for each of the knockaround playoffs and everything like that. So it's going to be interesting, guys. Remember, guys, the draw will take place tomorrow at the various times. I think 6 a.m. is the early one for the Champions League, and I think 7 a.m. is the Europa League one, and I think the Conference League is 8 a.m. I don't know the times exactly, but it's gonna be like an hour apart, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I don't know if we have any people to join. If you guys want to join, the links out there in the community tab, so hit me up there. So join up there, guys. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. We want you guys to like and subscribe as usual. So we're gonna start first with the Europa League games, and then we'll talk about the Conference League. And this one will be an hour long. Yesterday, I know it was a bit long because we had a lot of people, but this one will be an hour at most. And who knows if we'll get to hour. Depends on how many of you guys join and how many guests we get on. So let's start with the Europa League, guys. So let's start with the let's start with this game. You know what? Let's get the best one, because for me, this was the best second leg. And I was getting worried for Porto Glimt. You know, when 20 took the lead there, the 26th minute was an own goal there. I was like, man, Porto Glimt, are really going to screw this up? Then the second half, they managed to equalize with a great penalty from Hogue. And you go, okay, 1-1. Not the best, but hey, it's good enough, right? But they need another goal because remember, they lost the first like 2-1 away. Then Hilger, that's an own goal there. And they go, okay, Porto Glimt are actually going to make it through. Then 20 said, hold your beer, Porto Glimt. We're going to equalize. And I think 20 ran out of steam in the extra time because the players off the bench made the difference. Fett and Wembego scoring those goals there in extra time to pretty much seal it. Sorry, actually, no, we scored 2 goals. I forgot. They scored 2 goals. And then 20 got the equalizer. 20 got a last-minute goal to force an extra time. Then at extra time, they pretty much fell apart. Extra time, they fell apart. And Porto Glimt managed to seal it through, man. Managed to seal through. And that's what made the difference. And so, yeah, I mean, they put up a good fight. I think 20 should be proud of this performance. But at the end of the day, Porto Glimt is just a really good team. And I think Porto Glimt, especially at home, is going to be a very dangerous team, guys. You do not want to play against Porto Glimt, especially at their ground, because at Porto Glimt's ground, I think they're going to be a thorn to be pecking with. So, yeah, I mean, for me, I think in terms of extra time, this was probably the best extra time you could have asked for, because what this game brought was crazy. It was end to end amazing, man. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of extra time. I personally still think extra time generally isn't great, but this is one of the rare times where extra time actually does deliver, because a lot of times what happens extra time is that we usually go to pens. And that's pretty much my gripe with extra time. That's why I never really been a huge fan of extra time, because most of the time matches get decided by pens, not extra time. But this is one of the rare occasions where it actually got decided not by pens. So yeah, so I want to see what you guys saying here in the chat, guys. Is Porto Glimt a dark horse, or is because I think they are. I genuinely believe they are, and I think you have to respect them. So let me actually just do something real quick, guys. Just put the description there real quick. Europa League and then Conference League. I need to get my timestamps for you guys. So yeah, I think for Porto Glimt, man, I think they're very good. They're a strong team, man. So let's see what you guys saying here in the chat. Well, we'll get to conference, man. We'll get to the Conference League. Hello, guys. Winter guy says hello. Chris says hello. Amazing performance for Porto. Yes. Porto Glimt clutch. Yes, indeed clutch. Yeah, low. 20 were really strong. 20 also sold so bad. 20 sold so bad. But yeah, they still sold. They balled it, yo. Chris Poy says, yo, best additional time in UEFA history. So I'm gonna do a poll, guys. I want to ask you guys this question: is Porto Glimt a dark horse? Which team can make it farther? Actually, let's do that one. Porto Glimt or FCSB? I want to see what you guys are saying here in the chat. So let me know what you guys are picking. Anyways, we're going to move on. Like I said, guys, it was a very good game, guys. I definitely need to watch the highlights for this one again, because this one is definitely memorable, to say the least. But yeah, shout out to Porto Glimt, man, for what they achieved. And phenomenal, man, to actually pull off this from a losing position is incredible, to say the least. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. The next game we got here, the next one we got here, it is We got here. It is FCSB 2, PAOK 0. This was pretty much the tie was pretty much done. After the first leg, when FCSB went away 2-1 in Greece, you're like, okay, the second leg was going to be a bit of a formality. Maybe PAOK can give a good game. And PAOK gave it the best effort, but they just have enough quality at the end of the day. And FCSB are a really solid team, guys. I think this is a really quality team. Kusuyete with the goal there in the 30th minute. Then Mitchell the 81st to basically finish it off. So, yeah, I just think for PAOK, they gave a good account, but they just have enough quality. They didn't have enough quality the day to compete. And I think what they really should be disappointed with is that the first leg they messed up with. Maybe if they hadn't lost the first leg, we could have had ourselves a very interesting second leg. But obviously, when they lost the first leg at home, you knew it was pretty much over. You knew it was pretty much over. And so FCSB, man, another dark horse team. I think them and Bodo Glimt, I think, are the two dark horse contenders. And I want to ask you guys this question here in the chat. I actually did a poll for this one, guys. Which team do you guys think is actually a bigger dark horse? FCSB or Bodo Glimt? So let me read some of you guys' comments here. What are you guys saying? FCSB, Skull, sup. FCSB are great, not gonna lie, Rip Talk. FCSB are not great. They got outplayed by United. Well, I mean, that is true, Pookie. You are correct in saying that, but the thing is, like, the thing is, do we really expect FCSB to beat United? I know they were at home and everything like that, but they were pretty much outclassed. I will say this though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's an interesting one because I feel like for me, FCSB are really good at home. I think home form wise, they're generally pretty solid. I think you know what the difference is between FCSB and Bodo Glimt? And let me know in the comments if you guys agree with this. I think FCSB is a better defensive team than Bodo Glimt. I think Bodo Glimt is a better attacking team. I think if you want goals, FCSB will Bodo Glimt will give you the goals. But if you want defense, I think FCSB is a better defense. I think that's my analysis for the two teams that I've seen. I think FCSB is a better defensive team, and I think Bodo Glimt is a better attacking team. Let me know if you guys agree with my analysis in the chat below. And yeah, like I said, guys, and we're also, by the way, we're going to look at the round of 16, by the way, guys. I just want to go through these 8 matchups, and then we'll talk about the round of 16 in due course. I just want to just do all this right now. So, yeah, Parker just weak. Yeah, PAOK aren't really that good, for being real. So, bro, you're tripping low. Bodo better. Yeah, I think Bodo Glimt is better. I would probably say if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably leave with Bodo Glimt. I think Bodo Glimt is a better team. But take nothing away from FCSB. I still think they're quality. They're still a good team. FCSB drew to Olympiacos. That's a great result. FCSB will not qualify against Frankfurt/Lyon. I hope they do. We'll see, man, Chris. I mean, they're going to be the underdogs for that game for sure. And we're going to get to that, man. We'll get to round 6. True, Winster guy. FCSB the team with the most cards in the tournament, which explains a lot. Exactly. That's why I say I think they're a very defensive team. They're a very defense-based team. And when you're a defense team, you're gonna pick up a lot of cards. You're gonna pick up a lot of cards naturally when you're a defense team. So, but yeah, like I said, man, shout out to FCSB for the win there. Let's move on over to the next one. Next match we got here, it is Galatasaray 2, AZ Alkmaar 2. I knew the comeback wasn't happening, guys. I knew it wasn't happening, but even with the comeback not happening, I still would have expected Galatasaray to win this game to at least get a consolation, but they didn't. In fact, they had to come from behind from 2-0 down to make a 2-2, and which is commendable to be fair. And Osimhen did play this game. Obviously, he was suspended for the first leg. And I want to ask you guys this question here in the chat. Even if Osimhen did play the first leg, do you think that would have mattered? Because honestly, I still think that wouldn't. Maybe they could have scored more goals. But I've always said this with Galatasaray guys. Defensively, these guys are horrendous. Galatasaray defensively are so abysmal. Defensively, they're so bad. And credit to AZ Alkmaar, what they did is phenomenal. They went away to Turkey and managed to get a 2-2 draw there and they were leading 2-0. And Godu was their best player. So, yeah, I just think that for me, I honestly think Galatasaray should be ashamed. I honestly think Galatasaray should be ashamed of what they did. And for me, the tie was lost in the first leg. I think the second leg, they gave a great account and they did the best they could. But the tie was already done after the first leg. Like when you lose 4-1 away, you're not going to come back. And I know some people are saying that maybe they could have come back, especially given how good their offense is. And offensively, they're all good. But I said this before, guys. They're not going to keep a clean sheet. They're not going to keep a clean sheet at home. I'm sorry. When you have a backline of Bardaki and Davinson Sanchez of Cuesta, you're not going to keep us clean sheet. I'm sorry, with all due respect. Because I'm sorry, Sanchez was washed. There's a reason why he doesn't start for Colombia anymore. He does not even start for Colombia. And so yeah, man, it's just really, really bad for Galatasaray and for AZ Alkmaar, man. What a result this is for the Dutch teams, man. Dutch teams have been generally been pretty good this season. We saw in the Champions League, PSV, Feyenoord, and now AZ Alkmaar, and now Ajax. The only Dutch team that failed was 20, I believe. So shout out to AZ Alkmaar. I think they're a very underrated team. I think it's a team that a lot of people are sleeping on, and I think it's the team that could maybe be a dark horse at the Europa League. Like we're looking at other teams, I think this is maybe a team that people are sleeping on because I think it's a really quality team. So shout out to AZ Alkmaar for what they did to come to Turkey is a phenomenal result. It's a shame they didn't win this game, but hey, getting a draw away in Turkey is still commendable. And for a team that's first place in the league to bow out in the round of 32 and to be unbeaten for a large part of the season is pretty embarrassing. I have to say it's pretty embarrassing because remember, Galatasaray haven't lost a game in the league this season. And the only games they've lost this season have been in Europe. Obviously, the first leg to AZ Alkmaar. And then I think they lost home and away. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys in the chat. They lost home and away to what's that team called again? I forgot that team. What's that team called again? I forgot that team. Oh, YB. YB. I mean, how do you lose both games to YB? And we saw how bad YB were in the Champions League. YB were absolutely horrendous. So my thing for Galatasaray is like you should have not even been in the Europa League. You should have been in the Champions League. You should have been in Galatasaray. You shouldn't even be in the Europa League if we're being real. So yeah, I mean for Galatasaray, man, it's embarrassing. And yes, Ajax. Thank you for correcting me, Chris. Yes, they lost against Ajax as well. So yeah, I just think for Galatasaray, man, really shameful, embarrassing to get destroyed like this against AZ Alkmaar. And AZ Alkmaar are a good team, but come on, you're Galatasaray. We expect you to do better when you have the players like Osimhen, Dries Mertens, Torreira, Salai, and yeah. So yeah, I mean for Galatasaray, man, quite shameful. It is what it is. And yeah, why did Morata not even play this game? I know Morata isn't that great. Oh, Morata is injured. Yeah, that's why. So Icardi's out for the season. So yeah, really disappointment for Galatasaray. And this is the thing with Galatasaray. They always overperform at some point, and then they always go out in disappointing fashion. Like I remember last season, they got 4 points against United, and then they lost in the next stage they lost to Copenhagen, and then they lost to Spar Praha. So like this team is like very up and down. You cannot trust this team. This team you cannot trust. Do not trust this team. This team is not to be trusted, especially in European competitions. So, but yeah, shout out to AZ Alkmaar, man, for what they achieved, and yeah, it's incredible to see what they've been able to do. So, okay, so we have a very split poll, guys. We have a very split poll for FCSB, Bodo Glen. Maybe I should have added AZ Alkmaar there as well. Maybe I should have added there. So that's a very interesting. We have a very split one. So narrowly, 5 more of you guys are going with FCSB. Then Bodo Glen. But it's close. It's close, guys. That's actually a good one, guys. That's a good one. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I think it's relatively close. Guys, get the likes up, Guys, we're at 6 likes. Let's try to get to 10 likes, man, for today's stream. Gala's trash. I agree. Gala's are disgrace. No, because their AZ are good at home. It's probably would have ended 4-6 if Osimhen played. Fenerbahce fans loving this. Lol. Of course they do. For real, they do. Respect to Dutch clubs, to be honest. YB, yes. Dutch league over Ligue 1. It's not even close. Let's put it this way. Okay, let's put it this way. Dutch leagues have been okay. Let's see at the end of the season, guys. Let's see at the end of the season. I'm not going to make comparisons just yet, but maybe as of now, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Are there more? I think there's more Dutch teams in Europe than French teams, because the French teams we have are from the champions. We've got Lille, PSG, then for the Dutch teams, we got 4 Dutch teams. Any Dutch teams, any French teams, Europa League, I think Lyon, so that's 3. And there's none of the Conference League. So yeah, I mean, if we're going by the European logic, then yes, the Dutch league is better. But I don't think this is a good comparison to discuss which league is better, guys. I don't think it's a great way to measure. The metrics aren't really the best way. So, and like guys, we have to see at the end of the season. But right now, as of right now, Dutch league has probably done better in Europe than Ligue 1 teams. We could probably agree with that, but we have to see at the end of the season, guys. End of the season is what's important. And against Ajax, okay, let's not get ourselves low. Your League 1 still better. What do you mean? League 1 is bad. So better league overall. You're glazy, not gonna lie. I'm not glazy. Yes, you are. Don't deny it. Okay, guys, let's move back, guys. Let's move. Okay, so we're at 3 games done. So let's move to the 4th game. 4th game we got here is So the fourth game we got here. What's the fourth game we got here? Fourth game we got here is Roma 3, Porto 2. So wow, this was a crazy game. Probably the best game of the round. Probably the best game of the round. And what was fascinating to me was that the Porto actually took this lead in this game. I was like, what? Porto actually took the lead. And I was like, wow. It's 1-0. Anything so Roma. Don't you become another. I was about to rip Roma apart in this stream. Had Roma lost this game. Porto got the goal there. Great goal there from Aguirre. What a goal. That was fantastic overhead kick to make it 1-0. You're thinking to myself, okay, maybe we have ourselves a game. Then I don't know what similar did with that first goal because that was horrendous, bad keeping there in particular. And it's 1-0. Okay. Then Dybala steps up. Dybala steps up and scores a brace. And guys, he is Roma's best player. He is Roma's best player. Without Dybala, Roma would be mid-table. Roma would probably be in the relegation zone. Well, close to relegation. Like, he is just that good, individually speaking. The guy scored a brace. 2 fantastic finishes there to make it 2-1. I think you're thinking to myself, okay, the game's set, right? Then to make matters more for Porto, they go down to 10 men. Now, Stucker gets a red card. Now, I actually saw the red card, guys. I saw it. And to me, I don't think it looks I think it's a bit harsh. It's a bit of a harsh red, in my opinion. I'm not really sure if I would agree with the red. Because for me, I feel like it looks like a little dive, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Red card was given. And you're thinking, so, okay, Porto are now pretty much out. That Roma, man, I don't know how they didn't score there in the 55th minute. They should have scored. Then Shomordov got the goal there, but it was offside. Then Dybala nearly scored a hat trick, but it didn't happen. Then obviously Porto had a really good chance to make it make it 2-2 on the game and to make it 2 pens. But then obviously it denied by the post. The DLC man scores a banger from close range to make it 4-2 on aggregate. And they were so, okay, Roma are pretty much through now. Then Porto gets a last-minute goal in the 96th minute, but it wasn't enough to make the comeback, of course. So, yeah, Porto, man, they gave a good account themselves in this game, but ultimately, I think the damage was done the first leg. I think when they didn't win the first leg, guys, is when I think they really messed up. And I think had they had won the first leg, especially with Roma going down to 10 men, they should have capitalized the momentum they had. And because it's obviously difficult to get a result away in Italy, you know. And Porto this season have not been great. This is a team that's been struggling in the Portuguese league. This is a team that where many of us expected them to get top 8, and the same goes for Roma as well. And the fact that they have not been good this season has been sad. And I believe they've sacked their coach this season as well. They are a new coach now. Yeah, it's just bad for Porto. And Porto, man, let's see, man, because I think they have to. Let's see if they can get champions the next season. Because for me, they're not going to win the league. They're not winning the league. Their best hope is maybe getting second place. And let's be real, guys. With the new Champions League format, either one of Porto or Benfica are going to be in the Champions League. We're not going to see both because actually, we could see both if Sporting don't win the league. So, yeah, Porto, man, I don't know if we're going to see them in the Champions League next season. And we're probably not going to see them, if I'm being honest with you guys. So, for Porto, as I said, man, quite of a shame because this club has a lot of heritage. And the fact that they couldn't get over the line against Roma is sad. But let's be real. Roma is the better team. Roma have the better players than Porto. But Roma just barely did it, you know. And like I said, Paulo Dybala basically saved them through. Without Dybala, maybe Porto would have advanced. Who knows? Because I think Dybala alone is just like game changer. He is Roma's best player, without doubt. And if Roma wants to do anything this season, which they also should be, because Roma's in a really bad position in Serie A, they have to go all in for the Europa League. They have to go all in for the Europa League because this team has too much quality. This team has way too much quality. They should be doing better than Serie A. They should be battling for top 4, and instead they're now mid-table. And now maybe they could go all in for the Europa League. Just saying, man. Just saying. So let's see, man. So yeah, congratulations to Roma for getting the job done, and for Porto, as I said, man, disappointment, man, disappointment for them. I'm not sure Mats is going to join, by the way. I'm not sure if he is. He's kind of in a bad mood, so I don't think he will join. But if he does join, well, I guess I'll quickly ask him his thoughts. But we're not going to make it long, of course. So we're not going to wait for Mats. So if Mats decides to join, that's on him. That's on him. Let's read some guys' comments. What you guys saying? UEFA coefficient says the Ligue 1 is better. Yeah, obviously. And I still think Ligue 1 is a better league, just about. But the French team, like, yeah, we'll see. Also, who cares about UEFA coefficient? Well, it matters for the seeding, bro. It matters for the seeding, Windsor guy. So it's not completely useless. Can't believe Porto lost. What do you mean it was expected? Roma's a better team. Dybala is truly Roma's king. Oh, yeah, of course. Windsor guy says, yeah, was closer than I expected. I agree. Porto is struggling in Liga Portugal. The Dutch league is more competitive. Now, that we can agree with. Like, even if you're a Ligue 1 fan, you have to agree with this. The Eredivisie is more competitive than League 1. Okay. Now, in terms of quality, is debatable. In terms of quality, it is debatable. It is close. It's close. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, shout out to Roma for getting the job done. And yeah, like I said, man, we'll see if they can win the Europa League, because I would like to see them win the Europa League, because I think they've only won the European Cup only once, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to Porto for giving it a close game, man. It was definitely a close game. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game. We got here. Which game are we at? So I'm gonna save the Ajax game for last. Let's just quickly go through this game. Anderlecht 2, Fenerbahce 2. It was a pretty much the tie was pretty much done after the first leg. Fenerbahce and Anderlecht played out to a 2-2 draw. Obviously, this game did get a bit of a delay because there was a bit of a scuffle between the fans. And Nizri gives them the lead. I think it was okay, routine. It'll be a 4-0 aggregate. But Vasquez had other ideas. He scored a brace himself to make it 2-1 on the day. I don't know what the Fenerbahce keeper was doing, especially for the first goal. That was horrendous goalkeeping there. But the second goal was nice. Then Askik made it 2-2. And that's pretty much how the tie ended. And Anderlecht pretty much ran out of steam to pretty much make the comeback. And you could tell in this game that Fenerbahce were just kind of like, you know what? We already made it through, so we're just going to kind of just ease off in the second game, you know. Just make sure we don't bottle this. And, yeah, they got the job done, and not really much to say for Fenerbahce. Anderlecht didn't really give them much of a challenge as I thought they would. And, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And, yeah, let me read guys' comments. Hello, Sir again. Thank you for joining, Tari. League on is PSG's toy. Absolutely. Well, PSG always win the league. Not when you look at the league from top to bottom. League 1 should be ranked lower. I knew Roma would win. Me too. I hope we will get a Roma versus Lazio. That could be interesting. Rip Anderlecht, Baking King says. Yep. Anyways, congrats to Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce will go for. What happened to Livakovic? He's injured. I also don't think so. Yeah, Yusuf actually is a top baller. Yeah, he's an underrated player, man. That was my goalkeeper mistake. Dybala to shine, not surprised. Calling back to Argentina starting 11. Playing out the back is Stu Forst. Argentina won the test for Copa America without him. Porto have fallen off recently. Yes, they have. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the next game. I didn't really have much to say that one. I just wanted to discuss that. Was just pretty much that. So I think we have how many more games we have? We got 2 more games. We actually got 3 more games. Real Sociedad 5, Michelin 2, and okay, this is pretty much routine. This is what I really want to see from Real Sociedad because this team has a lot of quality, guys. But Real Sociedad this season, man, they have not been that great. This has been a team that's struggling right now. I think they're like mid-table right now in the La Liga. They haven't been that great, and they're finally picking up form. And I think this big win over Michelin was nice. But here's the thing, guys, though. I was getting a bit of concern because, Bryce Mendes and Sucic made it 2-0, and okay, tie done. Then Michelin makes it 2-2 all of a sudden. I was like, no, Real Sociedad, please don't bottle this, especially at home. As a Spanish team, we couldn't have this. Thankfully, Sucic, Oyarzabal, and Oscar-san got the job done. Michelin did go down to 10 men for a bad foul from Silva. Was that a second? I think it was it was a straight red, actually. It was a straight red. So, yeah, Michelin gave a good account, and Betch made a error there. I think it was for the first goal, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, Real Sociedad, man, a quality team, but they're just not consistent. That's the problem with Sociedad, guys. They're just not consistent. That is the problem for them, guys. And that's always been the predicament with them, is that they just aren't clinical with their chances. They miss a lot of chances. That's the problem with them. And when you have 22 shots, 10 on target, you score 5. Okay, that's good. But you have to convert your chances, and especially against a higher quality team, because let's be real, with all due respect, Midtjylland is not as good as Sociedad. So obviously they'll breeze through. But I'm saying a game of like a higher game, like let's say against like a Lazio or against like, I don't know, a Roma, for instance. If they don't take those chances, the other team could punish them. So, but yeah, shout out to them. Real Sociedad. I'm very happy they got the job done. I'm very, very happy they got the win. And yeah, I think it's a good win for them, man. And Oscar Son coming off the bench is great. So yeah, I mean, for Real Sociedad, man, great win for them as Sucic, man. It's just a shame he's injured, because I hope it's a short term injury, because he was balling out, man. He was balling out. Probably one of their best players. So yeah. Let me read some of guys' comments. Thank God they have. Bro, I have to wait until 113, I think, with Martinez disgrace. Without him and Messi, Origin didn't shine. Martinez on pens. He's only 19, yeah. To be honest, Midtjylland did put up a great fight. Steve, what do you mean? We also said it needs to be at least in semis. I agree. Mourinho trusting young player regularly is rare, because it can go far too. Anyways, great for Sociedad. They at least advanced. Probably. They need a clinical striker for real. Steve, Messi didn't have a top tournament. The two. Martinez won it. Yeah, Messi wasn't really that great in the Copa America. He was average. For his standards, he was standards. For his standards, he was average. I mean, he was still he was still good. But for his standards, he wasn't that great. Let's be real. How do we guys about get a big move years ago? I don't know, man. Messi still great, a lot of chance for Argentina. Yeah, I know. Of course he did. Okay, guys, let's move in. Let's move to the next one. And Azario, this guy's a baller, man. Chile youngster, man. Chile, I gotta call him up the World Cup qualifiers. He's a baller, man. A baller. Buxa, as he's decent as well. Okay, let's move to the next game. So next game we got here is Victoria Pleasant 3, Ferencváros 0. I'm not surprised Victoria Pleasant fooled the comeback. Ferencváros, I think they're a good team, but I don't think they're really that great on the road. I think this is just a good home team. And for Victoria Pleasant, man, it's good for them to do a comeback. It was pretty one-sided. Had 8 shots, 15 shots, 8 on target, and it was pretty much routine. Dosarmi, as Sucic got the goals. Sulic got the goals there, and yeah, Ferencváros were not great in this game. They weren't great. And yeah, Ferencváros, as I said, guys, they're just good at home. That's what they are. They're not really that good on the road. For Victoria Pleasant, guys, big win for them at home. They did the comeback, and yeah, we'll see what they could do in the play round of 16. So Ferencváros, man, pretty expected, I have to say, for them to get eliminated. Ferencváros never did good in Europe. Remember when they lost to KI low? Oh yeah, I remember last season. Ferencváros battled that, Glasgow. Yeah, and it was great for Pleasant when they lost to KI. Now we're gonna talk about the best game, guys. I saved this game for last because oh my jeez. Ajax, man. Wow. Ajax, Ajax, you should be proud, but don't get too proud, because what Union SG did on the day is phenomenal. You have to give credit to Union SG, and I honestly feel bad for Union SG. Union SG pulled off one of the best performances on the road, and that was fantastic. And McAllister scoring that goal there, I believe his brother's Alexis McAllister. And yeah, scored the header there to make a 1-0. Okay, this is a good start for Union SG, especially after losing the first leg at home. Then they make it 2-0. Buffon makes it 2-0, but it was offside. Then comes the big moment. And Klaassen decided to watch Luis Suarez. You know when Luis Suarez did the handball against Ghana in 2010? Klaassen said, you know what? I'm going to just do that for you guys and just do that. I just think it's so idiotic to do that, because here's the thing. When you do a handball at the edge of the box, especially on the line, you're going to cost yourself the team. And he got straight sent off, rightfully so, of course. And they got the penalty there. David scores a penalty, and then you're yourself, okay, Ajax, man, how are they going to pull this off? They're going to have to push this either to pens. They're going to push this either to pens, or maybe go to extra time. So I just think that for Ajax, man, they pushed. And Union SG, man, they created so many chances in this game, man. They had so many shots, but they couldn't get many on target. That's the thing, man. That's the thing, So at the extra time, man, comes the big moment, and Taylor gets a penalty. And let me actually read here, because I actually think I missed this one. So let me actually read here how the penalty was given. So yeah, penalty was given right there. It was a handball. I think it was a handball right there. I think it was a handball. And Taylor scores some penalty spot to make it 2-1. And then right at the end, guys, I don't know how on the earth this wasn't a penalty. Then Union SG, look at the amount of chance that Union SG had in extra time. Look at the amount of chances. They had 12 shots, 5 in total. Ajax didn't create anything in extra time. And UESG, man, they should have had a penalty. They should have had a penalty at the end. I don't know what Passever did. Passever made a bad mistake at the end. Ajax almost fumbled it. And yeah, they got away with the lucked out. And then for UESG, man, they had some clearances off the line. I think some Ajax players did some clearances off the line. I remember from watching. And yeah, UESG, man, this was a commendable performance, an amazing performance on the road against Ajax in particular there. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. At Ajax, man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself with how you performed. And I know people are going to tell me red card tax and everything. I understand. But you shouldn't be in a position where someone has to make a clearance off. Somebody has to use their hand to clear it off. You shouldn't be in that position. Ajax, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And so Ajax, man, very shocking for them. Class is going to miss the round of 16 game. And honestly, guys, this Ajax team are looking bad. This Ajax team, I thought they were looking good. But, yeah. Honestly, I'm not really convinced of Ajax. I'm not convinced of Ajax, and they barely just did it enough. So let's go ahead and read your guys' comments. And we're going to look at the round of 16. And then we're going to look at the gaming sim. I also want to show you guys there. And I'll start by how many predictions I got right. So, yeah, read some of your guys' comments. Robert King was angry. Ajax got so lucky. Ajax almost sold. Yes, sad for Union. For real, bro. That shouldn't have been a penalty for Ajax. UESG should have had a penalty of that. I agree with that. Brighton's owner is USG on your owner. Why is Passever still star for Ajax? Hey, dude, Tari. Passever, sure, he was really old and everything. That guy was a fantastic. Bro, he was making a lot of big saves. He was amazing, bro. Ajax, he was fantastic. So you cannot blame us on Passever whatsoever. He was amazing, bro. The saves he pulled up extra time was phenomenal. Suarez did what he had to do. If the goal's going to go in, you have to handball it. See, I understand Bacon King, and I know you're right. But here's the thing, though. You're putting yourself as a disadvantage. Well, to be fair, it depends what moment of the game it is. Like, if it's still early in the game, I wouldn't do it. Now, if it's late in the game, like, let's say it's a World Cup final, then I'm definitely doing it. So, it depends what minute of the game it is. Like, if it's early in the game, I wouldn't do it. But if it's towards the end of the game, then I might do it. So, you know what? I agree with you, Bacon King. Like, if it was the end of the game, then I would completely justify it. I would completely understand. I agree. Do Ajax not have any young academy goalkeepers? I don't know. They probably do. They just don't want to use them. Ajax going out next round. So, yeah. Yeah, they probably. Wait, who can they play? We'll look at that in a bit. I actually am going to see, man. What's your guy? Passenger is 41. Lol. PSV in final, knocking out Juventus and Milan in the Champions League. Well, Ajax scraping past USG. Can't believe the Ajax is top of the Eredivisie for real, man. Frank, for real, man. Pookie Frankfurt at Lyon. PSV kind of playing bad in the Eredivisie. I see. How is that not penalty for USG then? Passenger punch it. Yeah, that should have been a pen. I don't know. The fact that FC Utrecht are third shows the Dutch league is coming low. Well, they're going out, I think. I agree. I wish it went to pens. Ajax being the top shows how good the quality is as well, though. Quinn Henderson's Ajax. The Henderson leave recently. There was rumors, but he didn't end up leaving. He ended up staying. I think he was going to leave, and then a few days after he said that, then he decided to change. So I think he changed his mind like last minute. No, he didn't. I heard he was leaving. Oh, also AC and Feyenoord are fighting for top 4 in Eredivisie. Yeah. So guys, let's look at the knockout, guys. Let's look at the knockout. Before we actually look at the knockout, let me see how many predictions I got right. I believe I predicted Pleasant. I predicted Anderlecht. Yeah, I bricked up there. I made it with an upset, and I bricked it up there. I should have predicted Fenerbahce. I predicted Ajax, I believe, so I got 2 correct. I predicted Real Sociedad, so I got 3. I predicted Rome, I got that one correct. I predicted Porto Glimt, I got that one right. 5, 6. So I got 6 basically correct. So basically, the only ones I messed up with were AZ Alkmaar and Fenerbahce. Honestly, I should have predicted Fenerbahce, but this one I couldn't have predicted. I wouldn't have predicted AZ Alkmaar to be Galatasaray, so I wouldn't have predicted that. So I don't feel ashamed of that one. So now let's go to round of 16, guys. Round of 16. So guys, we could potentially get a Pleasant or Lazio or Bilbao. Honestly, guys, whichever team Pleasant's getting, they're probably going to get knocked out. So I'm going to probably give the Lazio or Bilbao the favorites. Now, Fenerbahce Olympiacos will be interesting. And remember, guys, the 2 teams met against each other in the Conference League last season, and we all know what happened. Olympiacos prevailed, I believe, on penalties. And so this will be interesting. Fenerbahce can get revenge. I would like to see that one. Personally, for me, I would rather see that matchup. So I want to see Pleasant versus Bilbao. And I want to see Fenerbahce versus Olympiacos. Then for the Frankfurt Lyon guys, Ajax. Who would I prefer to get? Do I prefer to get Frankfurt or Lyon? Honestly, I would prefer if they get Lyon, because we're having this debate in the chat which league is better, Eredivisie or Ligue 1, and this will be the perfect battle. Perfect way to test that. Brilliant. So for me, I want to see Lyon versus Ajax. I think that'll be a good one, a good matchup. All right, Real Sociedad versus Man United or Tottenham. Honestly, I want to see them play Tottenham. I want to see how they play against Tottenham, because both teams have been disappointing this season. Man United have also been too, but I think we all know Man United beat Real Sociedad. But Real Sociedad Tottenham, honestly, I could see Real Sociedad beat Tottenham. That would come as a surprise to a lot of Prem fans, and maybe neutrals in particular. But yeah, I want to see Real Sociedad Tottenham. The Roma, obviously Roma Lazio. I have to go with Roma Lazio. Olympico Derby. And here's the thing, guys. I'm also not a fan of two teams playing against each other in the same country. But in the early rounds, I'm fine with it. I just don't like it in the final. I don't like it whatsoever in the final. Finals horrendous. But in the early rounds, that'll be fantastic. I think Roma Lazio would be very interesting, and that would be very heated. And honestly, I think it's 50-50 for which team would be. So, yeah. Bodo Glimt versus Rangers. I think it'll be fantastic. I think it'll be a really nice one. Both teams outside of the top 5 leagues. Scottish versus Norway. That'll be interesting. And remember, Scotland beat Norway in the qualifier, so maybe Bodo Glimt can avenge them at the international thing. Obviously, I know it's not international, but still, I think, yeah, interesting. The FCSB versus either Frankfurt or Lyon. Give them, I guess, Frankfurt, I suppose, would be nice. And the AZ Alkmaar, I guess give them Manchester United. So, but yeah, those are what I want. Let me know what you guys want in the comments below, but these are what I want. These are the matchups I want, guys. So, AZ Alkmaar versus United. And honestly, I dare United to lose to AZ Alkmaar. I dare United to lose to AZ Alkmaar. I dare these guys to lose to AZ Alkmaar. If AZ Alkmaar eliminates United, I might have to do emergency for that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Let me read your guys' comments, guys. What are you guys saying? We're gonna look at the game in sim, by the way, because I didn't check Champions League. We ran out of time yesterday, but we're gonna check here today. So Veron said meh. Clausen flopped to Everton and Inter Milan. And let me actually do a poll, guys. Let's do a poll, guys. Which match do you guys want to see the most in the round of 16? So I think Ajax versus Leo would be interesting. Let's see. I can do 4 options. So I'll do, let's see. Real Sociedad versus Spurs would be interesting. And let's say Olympiacos. So Fenerbahce versus Olympiacos. And then there's some other matchups. Let me know in the chat below. Obviously, I couldn't put all the options. I only have 4 options to pull. But yeah. Varun says, man, thank you for joining, man. Lesson flop to Everton and Japan. I had 8 out of 8. Congratulations to you, Chris. That's actually commendable. Did anyone else get 8 out of 8? I got 6 out of 8, guys. The white passenger saved that shot before the class of handball was dodgy. Don't slip it, Pleasant. Yeah, I see what you mean, Pookie, but regardless, whichever team gets Pleasant, they should beat. You would reckon. But yeah, Pleasant has good defense. I want to see Lyon versus Frankfurt. Lyon versus Ajax. Lyon versus Ajax would be so cool. That'd be good. Lyon, because French teams are bottlers. Exactly. French teams are perennial chokers. Real Sociedad would beat Man United. I could see them beat them in the first leg, but something tells me Man United might turn around the second leg. And guys, as bad as United are, and United are bad right now, United are good in big games. And in terms of just big games, United do show up in big games. They beat City. They got a draw against Liverpool. And I think they got a draw against Chelsea as well. So, and remember, United got a draw against Porto. They got a draw against Fenerbahce. And remember, United is the only team in Europa League that haven't lost. In fact, they're actually one of the few teams. I think them and Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, if you count the qualifiers, technically didn't. So, so United is one of the few teams to be unbeaten in Europe, which is actually pretty commendable. So, I wouldn't sleep on United in the Europa League, guys. I wouldn't sleep on them. Just saying. I wouldn't put it past them. I hope they don't do it. Because honestly, guys, whichever team, I really hope United win the Europa League. Honestly, any other team bar United, I'll be fine with those. I just want United to win the Europa League. I just don't want them to win it. But yeah, Don Harpook says he doesn't think so. Give United AZ Alkmaar. So yeah. Real Sociedad are not good this season. Yeah, I know Real Sociedad aren't good, and that's why I want them to play against Spurs. Like it will be like basically the battle of the mids. Battle of the mids. Real Sociedad versus Spurs. Like which mid is worse? And honestly, guys, I actually could see Sociedad knock Spurs out. They'll still lose. AZ would probably be United. They're still better than United. Man United are crap. Not sure about that. They're fit to the Premier League. Man United couldn't beat 20, but Bordeaux could. United are bad, but still scored 8 more goals than Sociedad in respective leagues. Olympiacos versus Bordeaux. They have a really bad conversion this season, strangely. Sociedad. That's what I was saying earlier, man. About fluky goals. Rome Dor would be epic because they usually just battle for bragging rights. True, but in my opinion, Sociedad have turned from unlucky to just not good in front of goal. Fenerbahce Olympiacos would be epic as well. I need a what? And Nasir versus Al-Kabi. Which are also unbeaten in Europe. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, like I said, guys, I think this will be interesting. So most of you guys are actually going Ajax Lyon. Ajax Lyon. And dang, no one's actually voting for Real Sociedad Spurs. Wow, I'm surprised. I guess I'm the minority there. Roma Lazio and the Fenerbahce Olympiacos. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So why haven't Real Sociedad signed a clinical striker? Bro, Fenerbahce with Olympiacos would be wild. Yes, I would like. I really, for me, if there's one match I really, really want the most, guys, I want to see Ajax Frankfurt. Sorry, I want to see Ajax. Sorry, Ajax Lyon. Ajax Lyon, I really want to see. Mainly for the battle of the two leagues. I want to see which league is better because you guys are bigging up Eredivisie a lot and Ligue 1. Like both, so I want to see which one. And then for me, Fenerbahce Olympiacos for me number 2, and then number 3 will be Real Sociedad. Sorry, actually, you know what? Number 1 might be actually Lazio Roma. Actually, take that back. Lazio Roma, I think, will be the best. Then second, I'll say Ajax Frankfurt. So Ajax Lyon. Then third, I'll say Fenerbahce Olympiacos, and then fourth will be Real Sociedad Spurs. Those are the 4 ones I want to see the most. Ajax versus Lyon is a special. I agree, Tar. It happened last year. Olympiacos won. Yeah, I know. So Zad Oscar, somebody was out intro for a bit. As what can be a bit more clinical than the newness. Swap deal. Ain't happening. All right, guys, let's go look at the game in sim. Let's see how many I got correct in the Europa League predictor, guys. Let's see how many I got correct. Let's see where I am in the league, man. So, okay, so I predicted Roma to beat Porto 1-0. Yeah, I didn't get that. So, hey, play my booster here. Got this one. And yeah. Wait, what? Suspended? Wow, this thing needs to be updated. And dang, I really did bad here. So, let's see where I'm in the league. I'm currently, right now, in 4th place. Oh, man, I'm really far behind. Yeah, I'm probably not going to win this. Bro. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Leo's round of 16 to see. Also, no debate here. So our PSV and final, they might win Bruges. I see. And they beat the 2 Madrid teams. Like I said, Pookie, let's see at the end of the season. End of the season is what matters. End of the season, what matters. So, guys, let's move on over to the Conference League. Conference League time. Let's quickly go over the Conference League, guys, and then we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Conference League. So, let's go over the Conference League, guys. Shall we? So let me actually change my timestamp here to Conference League. And you know what? One last thing I'll say before we move to the Europa League Conference League, guys. It's that the Europa League is very open. The Conference League, let's see. But yeah, shout out to Copenhagen, man. They actually did come back away from home. They beat Heidenheim 3-1, and Heidenheim, man, very, very sad for them. But honestly, I'm not really that surprised. They have not been good this season at the Bundesliga, and it's kind of heartbreaking for them to actually kind of throw this opportunity away and the bin. And so, yeah, for Copenhagen, man, good result for them on the road to get revenge after losing at home the first leg. And yeah, that's a good way. And Deeks, man, had a ball every game. And Indonesians, man, all my Indonesians stand up, man, because this guy pretty much was a man of the match. He got the goal, got the assist, and yeah, Indonesians, man. Let's see if we can ball out for Indonesia in the local qualifiers. But yeah, great win for Copenhagen there. And then Chuzka, the 18-year-old man. So great to see, man. Another youngster another youngster. So yeah, for Copenhagen, man, as I said, for Heidenheim, man, at least they got the playoffs. And so yeah, let's just hope they don't get relegated. And yeah, it was a pretty good game. It went to extra time, of course. So let's see the stats right there. And yeah, I think Copenhagen were just more clinical. They were more clinical. So yeah, on the day, man, Copenhagen more clinical. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to the next game. Next game we got here. It is actually, you know what? I'm gonna read you guys' comments then. Olympia Lubana nil, Borj Banja nil. Not really much to say. Borj Banja got the goal in the first leg, then the second leg ended 0-0. And so yeah, not really much to say. Borj Banja probably should have won this game, but yeah, they got the penalty save, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. No, sorry. They sorry, I actually said the other way around. They have 5 shots. The other team, Olympia Lubana, got the penalty saved by Mondjakovic at the beginning of the game. So yeah, 7th minute of the game. So yeah, Boraj Banja, man. Kind of lucked out, but it is what it is, man. So yeah. Next is Pafos 2, Almenia 1. So Pafos got the win there at home against Almenia and this all Cyprus derby. And yeah, Felipe Silva and Jovetic got the goals there. But yeah, it is what it is. And Pafos got the win. They were pretty dominant. And honestly, Almenia were disgraceful. They were honestly bad. I'm surprised how bad Almenia were on the day. I honestly did not expect them to be this atrocious. And now Real Betis 0, Ghent 1. Ghent got the goal there on the road. And also Real Betis probably should have won this game. They had so many chances to win this game. I don't know how they couldn't score, but you have to give credit to the goalkeeper, Roof, making a lot of saves. And for Real Betis, man, it's a shame that Victor Roque is going to miss his first leg of the round of 16. And that's going to be a big blow, and guys, for Real Betis. So, yeah, not a good look for Real Betis. Obviously, they got the job done. They won the first leg, so it's fine. But that's a bit of a concern, and I'm kind of worried for the progression because if you're one of your best players is getting a red card, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. So let's put it this way. So, yeah, let's see what happens, man. But yeah, shout out to Real again for getting the win there, but a good consolation win, but obviously not really meaning much. And then obviously Apple 0, Selj 2. Selj got the win there on the road. 2-0, and honestly, Apple was really disappointed. Honestly, I expected better from Apple. They were at home, and they still couldn't do it, man. And Selj were just dominant. You know, the 2 goals, the great goal there, 51st minute, and the 45th minute by the headers. So, Apple, man, shame on you guys, because honestly, I had more expectations for you, but it is what it is. And yeah, Apple, man, fudge, man. It's sad. It's sad what Apple, but you know, it is what it is. So, let's go ahead and move. How many more games? So we got 3 more games. We got Jagona, Berserk 3, TSC Baka, Topla 1. Jagiellonia basically destroyed TSC, and TSC are abysmal. Honestly, TSC team is mid. This team is mid. Not really much to say. And Jagiellonia, I think, are a really underrated team, guys. I think Jagiellonia is a really solid team. So shout out to Jagiellonia for the win there. But yeah, TSC are atrocious. I'm sorry. This team is horrendous. And yeah, shout out to the guy, man. Imas, man of the match. Spain, 34 years old. Got the goals there. The Panathinaikos 2, Viking Reykjavik 1. It's a shame. I wanted Viking Reykjavik to advance, but Panathinaikos hold on. They got the 2 goals. Ultimate quality send them through. And yeah, Tete with the goal there in the 94th minute to score the last minute winner. And yeah, goal of Milanovic with the goal in the 70th minute. So shout out to Tete. The Brazilian, the 25-year-old, and yeah, I can't believe he's actually playing in Greece, and he actually came from Galatasaray. They actually moved to Galatasaray, then he left Galatasaray, went to Panathinaikos. So yeah, it's kind of weird he's playing in Panathinaikos, but shout out to him, man. We got the win. And that heartbreaking fashion, man. Shamrock Rovers, man. They were so close. They were so close. Ekram got the goal in the 10th minute of the game. I said, okay, maybe they could get the win there. But Shamrock Rovers they couldn't do it, man. And unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Shamrock Rovers had 2 shots on target. And McGinty, man, he made an error there for the goal there. And Shamrock Rovers, man, they're going to be disappointed, man. They're going to be disappointed by Shamrock, the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper kind of cost them this game, and he couldn't save a penalty in the shootout. And yeah, it's heartbreaking, man. Shamrock Rovers. I wanted to see them advance, but it is what it is. And Molde wins. So yeah, It is what it is. So let's go look at the knockouts, and let me just see how many predictions I got correct. So I think I'm correct. I predicted Betis correct. I think I predicted Diagonal, so 2. I think I predicted Applewell. I believe I predicted Panathinaikos, so I got 3. I predicted Copenhagen, I want to say. Or was it Heidenheim? Honestly, I forgot which one I predicted. I have to double check. Let me see which I predicted. Honestly, I forgot. I want to say I predicted Copenhagen, but I might have predicted Heidenheim. So let me see what I predicted actually. Time to predict the Conference League knockout phase playoff draw. So we got again versus Real Betis. I'm gonna go Real Betis to win. TSC versus Juggernaut. I'm gonna go Juggernaut to win. Selge versus Applewell. I'm gonna go Applewell to win. Viking Borrega versus Panathinaikos. I'm gonna go Panathinaikos to win. Copenhagen versus Heidenheim. I'm gonna go Copenhagen to win. Yeah, so I went Copenhagen. Okay, so then I said Molde. I think I said them to win, right? Molde versus Sharp Rovers. I'm gonna go Molde to win. Ominia versus Pavlos. I'm going to go Ominia to win. And then I'm going to go Borich versus Olympia Ljubljana. I'm going to go with Borich to win this one. So guys, I got pretty much 7 out of 8. The only one I messed up with was Pavlos. So, yeah, let's go look at the round of 16 games I want to see. So I want to see Real Betis Chelsea. Easily the Real Betis Chelsea. Real Betis Chelsea. I want to see that one desperately. And so that could be a big one. So I want to ask you guys, I want to do a poll, guys. Do you guys want to see Real Betis Chelsea early in the competition? Or would you rather, do you guys want to see Real Betis Chelsea? Because that could actually be interesting, guys. So let me see, guys. So what do you guys want to see Real Betis Chelsea in the round of 16? Because personally, for me, I want to see it. Or Real Betis Victoria. Real Betis Victoria would also be cool too. And then Juggernaut versus Legia Warsaw. Fantastic. We need to see the Polish derby. And then let's see. Djurgården. Selge versus either Lugano or Djurgården. Which one I prefer? Honestly, I don't really know, honestly. I guess I'll say Lugano. And then Panathinaikos versus Rapid Vienna, please. And then Copenhagen. Okay, so guys, Chelsea are actually kind of screwed either way because even if they don't get Real Betis, they're going to get Copenhagen, guys. Copenhagen's a good team. So, yeah, I'm going to say Copenhagen versus Victoria. I'll say that one. And then obviously Molde, I'll have to go Circle Bruges. And then Pafos, I'll have to go with Djurgården, I suppose. And then Boraj, I guess I'll have to go with Fiorentina. So, yeah, Chelsea did Chelsea get a hard draw, guys, despite the fact they finished top of the league phase. That's actually crazy. They might have saved, Chelsea might have got screwed over, even though they finished top of the league phase. That's actually wild. But honestly, we'll be there. I don't want Chelsea to win this one. Basically, any other team barring Chelsea, I'll be fine with winning the competition. I just don't want to see Chelsea win this competition, with all due respect. So, basically, I'm rooting against United and rooting against Chelsea and the Europa League and Conference League, basically. So, yeah. So, the poll's very split, guys. So let's go ahead and read some of you guys' comments. Where are we? So we're actually going good on time. I look at the gaming sim, and then we're gonna wrap it up here, I guess. So where are we? Dang, I watched Pleasant versus Ferencváros. Hi. All right, Chelsea League. Lol. What was Ferencváros keeper doing? Yeah. Rose said Chelsea League for real. UCL new format seems more interesting than other European confederations. And they shall beat Chelsea. Let's hope so. Heidenheim are crap this season. Yes, they are. Copenhagen got lucky in that tie. Heidenheim might get relegated with Wilkin getting in form. Yeah, Heidenheim. And honestly, I think it's actually good they got eliminated because then they could put all their focus on the Bundesliga. Because been really bad, guys. Imagine they made it far in the Conference League, and then they don't win it, but then they get relegated in Bundesliga. So honestly, I think it's better they focus all their eggs in the Bundesliga basket. Relegations on the Bundesliga. I can't believe I still commit Copenhagen man the Champions round of 16 last season. I agree. Indonesia hype. I respect Indonesia, man. My Indonesians, bro. My Indonesians are passionate, man. When I make those Asia videos, they're very passionate. Very, very passionate. Although I think Indonesia might be screwed over now because Patrick Clyburn's a coach, so they got rid of their coach Shin Tae-yong. What a just garbage decision. But we'll speak about that when we got the World Cup qualifiers. And guys, speaking of guys, Speaking of World Cup qualifiers, there'll be a lot of World Cup qualifiers content for you guys in the month of March. I will be pumping that World Cup qualifiers content for you guys. I'm gonna actually, I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be doing a lot of World Cup qualifiers content for you guys in the month of February. I'm so looking forward to World Cup qualifiers. This is fire lol. We have an Indonesian player up before GTA 6. I didn't follow up. Indonesian footballers have been doing good. Not gonna lie, was like top 10 was like last year. Now doing very low. We have an Indonesian player Europe, but no Indian player. Portugal lucky. Croatia is at Bosnia. I think Boraj is. I think Boraj is Bosnia, right? Let me actually just double check. Yes, they are Bosnia. They are Bosnia. Yes, they are Bosnia. Does anyone here know Heidenheim history? Backstory, yes, is wild. Yeah, in 2007 they were fifth in the league or something. Nice for Pavlos, and now in the Bundesliga, Luton of Germany. They're basically a German Bournemouth. Also switch down. Nice for Batiste. Reinders Indonesia blood. Yes, yeah. Reinders could have played for Indonesia, guys. Now I think Real Batiste is fine. I know Prime Barca, but I think the Roque red card is bad. See, if Roque didn't get the red card, Real Batiste lost 1-0, then it's what ifs. But with Roque getting sent off, that might be a blow for them in the round of 16. I can't believe Real Batiste lost. It happens, man. Apuel bottled it. What happened to Apuel? Not something very unbelievable. Oh, guys, I actually messed up. So I actually got because I actually got 6 out of 8 because I predicted Selj. I predicted Apuel, so I got 6 out of 8. So I predicted Apuel to advance. So I got 6 out of 8. You guys are brother playing the Dutch league who choose to play for Indonesia. Imagine you chose Indonesia, Renedos. His brother did. What a bad decision. Sob. TSC low. Clutch Panathinaikos Greek club. Panathinaikos used to be a Champions League regular. Lol. Greek back-to-back Conference League still on the table. Indonesia are doing better since his brother chose Atari. Did they flub to Leicester? I'll Shamrock. I got my prediction right for Panay game. I just came back. Shamrock was balled it. What draw you want UCL draw again? Check back the Champions League stream yesterday. We had the draw section, so yeah. I want Madrid Derby Steve and Real Madrid prediction back on yesterday. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's keep it a Conference League, guys. Let's not go off topic. Manager's Victoria was the agent manager. Nice, Steve. Me too. I want Real Madrid with Chelsea later on. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Polish Derby too early. Those are your worst suburbs of my beloved. Anthony will say football. I knew you spank these pretender city. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I think the second leg was a bit hard. She wasn't that bad the second, but first leg, yes. I dare Chelsea United win the Conference League. Dream of beating City is wild. I've got punishment for them. Virgin Rapid via and God lucky draws. And teams trash. I don't want to see Fiorentina the final again, and they have an easy path to Chelsea loses. So, yeah, honestly, Fiorentina, if you're gonna make the final, you better win it. Don't make another final, lose it again. 3 finals in a row is crazy. Don't lose 3 finals in a row, please. Chelsea winning the Conference League really isn't as easy people as making it seem. Imagine Fiorentina lose 3 Conference League finals in a row. If they get the finals, they better win. At the end of the day, they still are. That'd be crazy. The Conan now stepping up for Fiorentina, most needed. Not even hating, I'm just saying it's big. Send links to join the round of 16s, please. I don't know if I'll be able to do a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I think I'll just do a video reaction instead. You guys could just check the comments. So yeah, who can Fiorentina get? Fiorentina can get either Boraj or Panathinaikos. I think they'd rather avoid Panathinaikos. But honestly, Fiorentina probably should beat both. I wish Shamrock Rovers beat Molde. I would have loved an Irish team around 60 with Spoke Coleman. Yeah, it was the first time Shamrock Rovers made the knockout phase. Fiorentina beat Nether. Atalanta or Salzburg still on best players. Fiorentina lose 3 Conference League finals in a row. They should go on hibernation. That guy's respect for Fiorentina. Fiorentina led West Ham get a European trophy now. Forever respect them for that. All right, peace, guys. All right, let me just check the gaming sim, guys, and then we're gonna wrap it up, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. So we're actually doing pretty good on time, guys. We're making this. Oh, bro, why do I still have the Euros thing here? Okay, sorry. I pulled up the Euros mistakenly. So let's go ahead and see what I predicted. So dang, I got the Paphos to Ominia correct. Bang on spot on. Shamrock Rovers, man. Didn't do it. Panathinaikos got that one correct. Juggernaut, yeah, pretty good. And dang, I played my booster for Real Batiste. Why did I do that? I should have played my booster here. And I predicted Heidenheim, my second leg. So I'm third right now in the Conference League. 244 points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna win this. So basically, I'm finished in this one. Now let's go to the Champions League one real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I didn't see the Champions League one yesterday, so that's what I'm gonna look at for today. So let me make sure I pull the Champions League one. So simulator. So okay, Milan, yeah. Yeah, I didn't do good, bro. These Champions League predictions I did horrible, bro. I did not do so good in these predictions. Man. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where I am in the league. I'm currently 6th. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much cooked. I'm pretty much cooked. I'm pretty much sure I'm not gonna win this. So, yeah, guys, I'm basically cooked all the gaming simulators. So, I think my Europa League one's probably the best chance. But still, it's long ways to go. So, yeah, shout out to Believe In for being tall. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So let me read some of you guys' comments, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Even let a Greek team win a European Trophy for now. I think it'll stay. Italian clubs love losing finals. Atalanta 5-1. No, I didn't predict 5-1. I predicted 3-1. I predicted 3-1. I didn't predict 5-1. I predicted 3-1. So, Madrid teams, yeah. All right, so I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the video reactions. I'll probably do one right before going to work, and then I'll try to see if I can do one during lunch. So what I'll do is this, guys. I'll do a Champions League one just before going to work, and then I'll do one during lunchtime during the Europa League and Conference League, and then I'll do a Twitch stream at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with a new save. We're going to be doing Uzbekistan save on Football Manager, so I hope we can see you guys there for the Uzbekistan save. So, you guys like and subscribe on your way out. Let me see how many likes we're on. For this stream, let's see how many likes we're on. We're currently at 8 likes. 8 likes. So that's pretty good, I have to say. So make sure you guys like the stream on your way out, guys. Remember, guys, to check out the Champions League stream yesterday, which we had. We had a lot of fun. That one, that was a really long one, 2 hours, 30 minutes. This one wasn't as long, thankfully. So, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Oh, yeah, let me start this, Karma. Heidenheim, let's go back in low. Yeah, we got to start that. All right, see you guys later, man. Peace.